Irish tie I'm wearing?
The one I gave you a couple of weeks ago, isn't it?
Yep. I really like it.
Good, I'm glad.
Of course you are. 'Cause you know what they say. It's better to give than to receive. It's exactly how I feel, Louise.
Well, giving someone a tie is hardly the same thing as forking out 125 grand on a pub.
My clubs can turn that over in a month. I don't know why you're hesitating.
Because I don't want to feel under any obligation to you.
Look, you want a pub, I can make it happen. It'll make us both happy.
Do you know that's a perfect knot you've got there?
You trying to change the subject?
Yeah.
Oh. Ray Mullen. What? So where is she?
Irish guy, dead flash.
I have not met this Ray Mullen.
But I saw you coming out of his house one time with Tony, don't you remember?
We went to pick up some papers. This man wasn't there.
Look, there's no need to be scared, love. If you saw him, say so.
I met Tony and a man at the house in Leeds. He took care of the girls. And that's all.
But Mullen's behind it. I know he is.
Yeah, and he's also a lot less stupid than you are.
You what?
Instead of all this talk, do something useful. Get her some breakfast and take her to her room.
You can't let him away with it.
Terry, just do it.
Come on, love.
Look, Chris, you don't have to have a go at Terry.
I told you I do not want that woman in this house.
I know what she's going through. We've got to help her.
How? You can't lay a finger on Ray Mullen.
Well, I can have a damn good try.
Listen, you heard what she said. Even if she could put him in the frame, she wouldn't. She's got more sense.
Yeah, you mean she's scared of him like everyone else round here?
I'm a realist. As long as he stays out of my way, he can do what he likes.
Oh, what a terrific attitude.
Keeps you in designer knickers.
Chris! What he's doing is evil.
I can live with that. So should you.
I said we'd pick Edith up about 9:30 once we've collected Grandad.
Right.
Can't wait to show him what we've done with her house. I bet they'll be well impressed.
Well, let's hope so.
Marlon,
Yeah?
which do you prefer? Champagne or sparkling wine?
Oh, champagne.
Quail's eggs or Scotch eggs?
Depends on the occasion.
Special.
Oh, quail's eggs then. What does that make me? Gourmet or greedy guts?
You what?
What are you doing on them questionnaire thingies, aren't you, about what your preferences say about your personality?
No, I'm planning our engagement party.
You've not ordered anything, have you?
I want a bit more than limp letters and a soggy trifle. I want proper caterers, Marlon.
Well, we've already spent a small fortune. Statue, your plane ticket.
I don't want you to have to do any work.
I'll look into it.
Are you looking for jobs?
Yeah,
Is there anything going?
not suitable, really.
Well, you don't have to be too choosy.
I know that, I just want something regular.
Well, there must be plenty of jobs harvesting this time of year.
Well, there is, but none of them are local. It'd mean moving away from home.
Well, it wouldn't be for long.
I don't want to move away. Not now that Katie's come back.
Well, your decision.
Is there out going up at home farm?
Well, they're busy, that's for certain.
What do you reckon?
Oh, I don't know.
You turned me down before, but it'd be different then.
No, I'm not bothered. It's Brian.
Yeah, well, he's a lot better about the baby now.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean he wants you as a workmate. You know what he's like. You can only take one bust up. Then where would you be?
Tricia, love, I'm not trying to be mean about it.
Not how it looks from here.
I'm not. I'm trying to be practical. You can't go spending money for the sake of it.
This is our wedding we're talking about, Marlon.
Actually, this is our engagement party. And I think you'll find that most people, especially, I don't know, everyone, thinks they're very different things.
I want it to be perfect. The engagement, the wedding, it's all part of the same thing, isn't it? It's important for a girl. You're only supposed to do it the once.
Well, apart from, say, when the odd gay Australian needs a passport.
You had to bring that up, didn't you? What are you grinning at?
Because you know I'm going to give in to you, don't you? I always do.
You little psycho.
No, back off. Wow!
He said he'd give you it. No strings. He'd give you the whole lot.
Uh-huh.
Where is he now, Hot and General?
What?
Having his hand stitched back on after you bit it off.
I haven't said I'd take it.
What? Maybe you're the one should be in hospital.
Sounds great, I'll admit it.
I'd love to have you in the pub.
Diane, I ditched a guy once and we ended up coming to blows over who got a Spandau Ballet CD.
You were probably just a kid.
And every time you break up with a guy, it's amicable, is it?
But I'm unique. I'm a World Heritage Disaster Zone. He's just told you he loves you, hasn't he?
Yeah.
So why all this talk of splitting up?
I wanted to work with him. Really, I do, but... Diane, what if we did finish? It's such a lot of money. Surely he'd want it back. And then where would I be?
In midair without a parachute?
Exactly.
In my experience, there's usually an old mattress lying around to cushion your fall.
So what do you think, Edith? Are you pleased?
I'm thrilled to bits. And it looks as if they're nearly finished.
Well, Mac and Sid really know their stuff, don't they, Marlon?
Yeah, they seem to, yeah.
Where are they, by the way?
Oh, they just nipped into it to get some stuff. They shouldn't be long.
I can understand you wanting to get back in here. It's a delightful spot.
Oh, it's more than that. I want to be independent again. I'm sick of people telling me what to do.
Yeah, it wouldn't appeal to me living in a home.
It's like being in a prisoner of war film. I was in trouble last year for chipping at the floor with a teaspoon.
You never?
It's Edith's little joke.
Oh, yeah, of course, because you wouldn't get very far with a teaspoon, would ya?
Oh, look, I'll have a word.
Tell them to come and say hello.
When you're healthy, stay where you're happy. That's my motto.
I intend to.
Especially when you've got this one to keep an eye on you. She's a proper treasure.
Yes, I'm very proud of her.
Oh, stop it, you two. You're making me all embarrassed.
I want you two to have a couple of pints on me tonight. I can't thank you enough.
Put your money away, love.
What's up?
They found a problem.
Dry rot. And we got to deal with it before it spreads.
What does that mean?
It means you won't be moving in for a few weeks yet. Sorry.
Hiya. Where are you off to?
I'm going to see Mullen.
Do you think that's a good idea?
Well, I'm not letting him get away with it.
Right. I'll come with you.
No, you won't. And you won't say that to Chris either.
Well, be careful.
It's in 2 rooms.
Well, how come nobody noticed it before? Why didn't Zach see it?
Do I really need to answer that?
No.
It'll cost and all.
Yeah, I'd kind of work that out for myself.
I'll price up for you as best I can, but it won't be cheap.
She's heartbroken. I'm heartbroken.
We're heartbroken.
You'd feel a lot worse if it spread through the whole house.
Thank you.
I've got me bed implants to see to.
Hold it steady, will you?
Chris won't be very pleased if he thinks I'm neglecting the garden.
Yeah, well, I'll take all responsibility. I asked you to do this.
He doesn't employ me as a general labourer.
Well, it's that time of year. I need the extra help.
And why not take some on?
Yeah, well, I had an offer, but I had to turn it down.
Why?
Because of you, actually.
What?
It was our Andy. Oh, watch what you're doing, will you?
You could have asked me.
Didn't see much point, the way you feel about him.
He's a good worker, isn't he?
So?
So maybe you should give him a chance.
What, and have you chasing after him with the pruning shears?
I won't do that.
You say that now.
Look, he's the father of my grandchild. I'm prepared to make the effort if he is.
OK. I'll see what he says.
The sooner I get back to me borders, the better.
Yes.
You all right?
Yeah. You?
Fine. Busy?
Me too.
If you want to sit down, Marlon will bring your food over.
OK.
Oh, have you got the figures for me yet?
Yeah, just give us a minute, Marlon, eh? You know, as quick as I can.
Problems with the house?
Oh, expensive ones, and it's just what I need on top of what happened to this place.
Well, I might have a ray of hope where that's concerned. And I choose my words deliberately.
Go on.
I went to see Louise earlier.
Oh, hiya. I was hoping you might come in.
We're not stopping long.
No, just a quick drink.
OK, do you want to go to the cinema after I finish work?
Well, we're off to what, and I want to sell this lot.
We'll go another time.
Nah, I've got to go to the job centre.
Well, I don't know why you're taking him. He's allergic to them places.
No, I'm psyched up for the business.
Well, that makes a change.
But we'll do something again. What about tomorrow?
No, forget it.
But you mustn't tell anyone.
Scouse on her.
She might decide not to take it.
Well, I'll keep everything crossed.
Yes, lads.
2 pints, please, Dan.
Hey, my grandmother used to have one of these. She kept it on the dresser. Always used to fascinate me.
Just found that in my mum's loft.
Yeah, I thought so. Staffordshire. Quite collectible.
So you know a bit about antiques, then, do you?
Should do. Sees one every morning when he shaves.
I've dabbled.
I can vouch for that.
Diane, I could say I was an expert on potty old cows, but I'm too much of a gentleman.
So how much is it worth?
In this condition, 50 quid, maybe more. I wouldn't accept anything less.
50 quid, are you right?
Yeah.
Hey, what about your beer? You're costing me money.
That'll teach you to mind your manners.
Charity, what's all the noise about?
Is Ray in?
No.
Won't we be back?
Not till later, why? What's the matter?
It's all right, I'll come back later.
Something's obviously bothering you.
Yeah, well, it's Ray I need to speak to, not you.
Well, whatever it is, you can tell me. Come on.
What is it? How much do you actually know about Ray?
Enough?
I don't think so.
Charity, if you've come here again to tell me what a bad guy he is, you're wasting your breath.
He's mixed up in something I can't ignore, Louise.
Yeah, well, nothing you say about him is going to shock or surprise me.
You've no idea, have you?
I know what he is, and I accept it.
Right, so you don't mind him running girls, then?
What?
Prostitute, sweetheart. Did you forget to mention it?
Do you know where Charity is? Her mobile's switched off.
She didn't say.
She's gone to see Malin, hasn't she?
She could have, I suppose.
What is it with this moral crusade of hers?
You know what? She understands what Lily's been going through and she wants to do something about it.
Oh, I might have known you'd come over all sentimental.
You saw the state Lily were in. She was scared out of her wits.
OK, but antagonising Malin isn't going to help her, is it?
What else do you suggest?
Well, if you go and get her, you'll find out.
He's been bringing illegals in and putting them on the game.
I don't believe you. I'd know. If he was doing something like that, I would know.
Louise, ask most people in the village what they think about him. What would they say? Nice guy, goes to church, puts his hand in his pocket in the woolly.
Yeah, well, they don't share his bed.
Yeah, well, he wouldn't risk telling you, would he? All right, so a few E's get shifted in his clubs. Cleans a bit of money for some of his punters where you can live with that, can't you? But pimping? I don't think so.
If you're so sure about all of this, why come and tell me? Why don't you just go to the police?
It's not an option.
Because you haven't got any proof.
Yes, I do. I've got one of his girls up at home farm.
Oh, yeah, sure.
I have. Come and see for yourself. Talk to her.
Oh, Charity, it could be anybody. You'd probably put her up to it.
Well, then there's only one way to find out, isn't there?
Terry will put you on the London train. There's enough money in here to keep you going for a few weeks. Then you're on your own.
I don't understand.
I want you to leave. Now.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Just go, okay?
In my experience, when a bloke comes bearing gifts, there's usually something behind it. Guilt or lust, generally.
He's either done something wrong or he's hoping to.
Exactly. You'd be amazed what I've been offered as inducements to passion.
What? Quarter share in a prize, whippet, that kind of thing?
Cheeky, but close. There was this bloke, Lance, long time ago. PR.
High flyer, was he?
Pre-Rodney.
Back in the dawn of time.
Took me to the Fitters' Arms on Stockton Road. Not the sort of place you take your mother. Plied me with 2 halves of mild shandy and a bag of cashews. Then he gave me a signed photograph of Middlesbrough Football Club and expected to get his leg over.
And?
Marlon, the question does you little credit.
Oh, yeah, sorry. I know you're right about most blokes, but I see myself more as a new man. I'm above that kind of thing.
But even you'd want something for 125 grand, wouldn't you?
I wouldn't mind a chance of finding out.
In the end, it's down to Louise and how she feels about Ray. There's nothing we can do about that.
Look, you can wait in the office. I'll bring her in to you.
I don't know why I let you talk me into this.
What's the matter, Edith? Don't you like it?
Oh, no, it's fine. I'm sorry. I just don't have much of an appetite. I don't mean to be rude.
Well, don't eat if you don't want to. I don't mind.
My mother always used to say, when you go out for tea, leave a clean plate and remember to say thank you. I'm sorry.
Don't keep saying that.
You really had your heart set on moving in there soon, didn't you?
Which just shows what a silly old fool I am.
No, you're not.
Things hardly ever turn out the way you expect. It was daft of me to think they would.
Oh, it won't take them that long.
We'll see. If you don't mind, I think I'd better be getting back.
Well, you don't have to go yet, do you?
Well, there's no point in putting it off. I'll just nip upstairs.
Edith, why don't you come and stay with us for a few days?
Oh, no, I couldn't.
Of course you could. Me and Marlon would love to have you.
Hadn't you better ask him first?
Oh, he won't mind. I know he won't. I'll take you to the home so you can pick up some of your stuff.
Are you sure?
Positive.
Oh, you are a dear. Thank you.
You sure about this?
Well, you can see how upset she was. She hates that home.
Yeah, but what about your other responsibilities?
Oh, don't worry, Grandad. I'll manage.
You've done what?
I've given her what she wanted, money in her pocket and a ticket out of it.
Oh, right, what about Ray Mullen?
She won't have to worry about him ever again.
That is not what I mean.
Forget her, all right, and forget about your private vendetta. I know she brought back some unhappy memories, but get over it.
All right, so she might have got away. What about the other ones?
Not our problem.
Oh, done his dirty work, have you?
He's the boss.
I've done you and Lily a favour. You drove that lorry.
Oh, come on, Chris, you wouldn't have shocked me.
Mullen might if he thinks he's got nothing to lose.
Yeah, well, if you must know, I've been to see him.
Why do you think Lily left in such a hurry?
What did he say?
He was out.
That means he doesn't have to know she was here.
I spoke to Louise instead. She's waiting in the office.
Are you determined to ruin us?
I just wanted to know what a piece of filth she's mixed up with.
Did she believe you?
That's why I brought her up here, so she could talk to Lily.
What a shame.
Yeah, but you could tell her what's happened, because she'd believe you.
Lily who? Never heard of her.
What offered you 40 quid? I'd have taken it.
Yeah, what Rodney said, 50.
Yeah, but he might have told you to get lost.
Ah, but he didn't, did he?
You jolly get.
Get lost, nerves of steel, me. Come on, I'll buy you a drink.
He didn't mind, honest.
Said he was prepared to give it a try if you were.
You didn't have to twist his arm out.
Well, I might have found him a few jobs. Kept him away from his precious bedding plants.
Thanks, Dad.
Oh, it'd be good to have you on board.
She isn't here. What a surprise.
Look, she was scared. That's why she came here. She wanted money so she can get away.
Oh, come on, Charity. Do you realise how ridiculous that sounds?
You know, if you found her, he'd damage her. So all the other girls do what they're told because that's how it works.
I don't know where this sick fantasy's coming from. Why don't you just admit it? She was never here.
She was.
Oh, well, you would say that, wouldn't you? You'd say anything to get at Ray.
I saw the state she were in. She was scared for her life. I wouldn't lie about that.
I don't have to listen to this.
All right, so just answer me one question then, will you?
What?
Why would I make up a story like that if it weren't true?
I don't know what goes on in your sick little mind.
All right, I don't like Ray, right? I never have. I'd rather have nothing more to do with him. But I know what these girls are going through, and I'm not going to look the other way.
You just answered your own question. You hate Ray. You're doing this out of spite, envy. I don't know. You're pathetic. Both of you.
Well, I got 55 for creamer and then I got 30 for other stuff.
Good lad. You're joking.
Count it if you want.
Sold it all then, did you? 85 quid?
I suppose by rights you should have it. I mean, it was your stuff.
No, I gave it to you. You can buy me a drink now if you like.
You sure?
Yeah.
Randolph Turpin, eh? I saw him fight once. It was the end of his career, of course. He was a great boxer.
Yeah, I know. I've read a lot about him.
He could have sold this, you know. Great demand for sporting prints.
Yeah, but the dealer said it's worth more as part of a set, so I thought, hang on to it. 500 quid, he reckoned.
You're a quick learner, I give you that.
I've never earned so much in my life, but beats working for a living.
Have you any idea what sort of bloke he really is?
Credit me with some intelligence, Terry.
So you don't mind living with a glorified pimp?
How many times?
Why don't you just ask him?
I don't have to.
So you just see what you want to see. So what is it? The money? It can't be his looks.
Come on, Terry. I am sick of hearing this. I don't want you. I never will. Get over it.
couldn't care less.
Don't lie. You've been trying to get me into bed since day one.
Yeah. I used to fancy you.
Oh, used to.
Yeah. Now I can't stand being this close to you.
If it was on offer, you'd come running.
He's scum, is Mullen. Low life. Now, either you know that or don't care, or you don't want to face the truth, whatever. But you're dirty. You're damaged. You're as bad as he is.
Ted and I got engaged during the war. He came home on leave with a ring and half a dozen eggs. Oh, I was so excited I nearly burst.
What about getting engaged?
Oh, no, the eggs. You couldn't get them for love or money. We had them poached.
Oh, I expect you had plenty once the war was over.
Well, I did. But poor Ted was killed in 1944.
Oh, I'm sorry.
There's a suitcase in the hall.
Oh, yes, it's mine. I'm sorry.
I thought you could take it upstairs for Edith. I've invited her to stay for a few days.
Oh.
That's if you don't mind. I don't want to be in the way.
Oh, you don't mind, do you, Marlon?
No, of course not. You're welcome.
Edith's been telling me about when she got engaged.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, saying how special it was.
But you'll be able to do a lot more than we did.
Oh, we intend to. Don't we, Marlon?
Oh.
You're an attractive woman. You've had men chasing after you your whole life. So this isn't just about me getting knocked back.
I don't care. I'm going home.
You've been able to pick and choose. So you chose Mullen. Fair enough. But girls like Lily, they don't have a choice. They have to do what they're told, or else.
Will you please get out of the way?
How many men do you think she has to sleep with to earn enough just to pay him? 5? 10? Can you imagine how that feels?
Stop it!
And she does it just to stay alive. But Mullen, oh no. He gets to live in a big house, drive a flash car, buy his girlfriend everything she wants. So when he comes home tonight and pours you a glass of fancy wine, you just remember who really paid for it.